What's going on, everybody? It's the boy Duane Goodman here with Life of Christ Short Sermon. Short, sweet, but give you what you need, getting a lot in a little bit of time, okay? I'm going to keep it short and sweet, but this title of my sermon is called Mastering Your Circumstances, okay? And I'm going to be talking about it from the story of Jacob, okay, who was the king of misfortunes. So, because think about your misfortunes and your bad times. It's like we never can catch a break. It's like bad time, bad time, bad time, bad time, right after each other, right? And we don't know how to deal with it. Now, there's three types of people. When bad times come, how do we deal with it? So, one person you could be is either you can complain a lot. You can complain a lot now. A lot of us complain a lot. The second one is wait for a miracle to happen and wait for somebody else to handle it, or it just go away by itself. Or third, take on opportunities head on, no matter what it is. Okay, we want to be the last one, take on opportunities, but a lot of us we're waiters, you know, or we just complain a lot. So let's go into the story, right? So Joseph was the favorite amongst Jacob. Jacob was the dad of 12 sons. Right? And Joseph was the favorite from his 11 brothers, right? So that stirred up hate already. Think about how many times people hate on you just because of, like, you can't control something, but you get the blessing, but they don't. So they're going to hate on you. So think about all those times, right? So keep that in mind. So Joseph had two dreams. Basically, everything was bound down to him. So he told his family, hey, everything's bound down to me, and I'm this. You know what I'm saying? And he's not bragging. He's just telling them, like, his dream. So his brothers, they try to get rid of him, right? And so first they try to, they threw him in the well. Then they was like, nah. So then they took him out the well and they sold him to slavery and framed him of getting murdered by an animal to his dad, right? So, of course, they was hating, so they tried to get rid of him, right? Thinking that was going to destroy Joseph. No, sir. When he was in slavery, the Bible always kept talking about, but the Lord was with him, okay? So when he was working for Potiphar, he was sold to Potiphar, right? And Potiphar was one of the Pharaoh's officials, okay? That's like big dog, right? And so if you think of it like him being in slavery, he was given to somebody who was really famous, like really rich, right? And then he found favor of Potiphar, right? And so now basically Joseph was in charge of all the other slaves, you know? So he was, yeah, you know, it was great. Then a bad time came up. So Potiphar's wife tried to sleep with Joseph and try to get him to do bad things. And Joseph like, nah, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it because I'm already getting all this good stuff. I don't want to risk it. So Potiphar's wife basically framed him like of trying to harassing her, right? So Potiphar, of course, took the side of his wife and put him into prison. So Joseph was now in prison. And then guess what it says in the Bible? But the Lord was with him. Okay, so think about that. All this bad time already, the Lord always found a way to give Joseph a success in anything he was in. All the bad times Joseph was in this story right now, he was like, you know what? I'm still with you. I'm going to show you. I had big plans for you. Because even when he gave him those dreams back in the day, when at first, it always said, like, I had big plans for you. So let's keep going. So, of course, the Lord found favor in Joseph in the jail. So now all the guards of the heavily guarded prison, they all like, hey, look, Joseph, you're basically the head of all the prisoners. You're basically like the boss of all of them, basically. You know, like they was basically on the same thing, right? So Joseph was in charge of two people who worked directly under the Pharaoh, and they both had bad dreams. Okay, and so now Joseph, of course, he was good at interpreting dreams and filling out for people. He told them their dreams, right? So the baker died, but the cupbearer got out of jail. And Joseph predicted that, right? So fast forward now, the Pharaoh has a bad dream. Now, because look, all these dreams, guess who's in charge of that? So the Pharaoh tried to find people to help him interpret his dreams. Nobody could do it. Guess who can, though? Who was in the prison right under the Pharaoh? It was Joseph. So the cupbearer told the Pharaoh, like, oh, hey, some guy told me about my dreams, and it happened. So go talk to him. So Joseph told the Pharaoh that for 7 years he's going to have good luck of crops, and then after that, 7 years of famine. So they got to get all the crops and planting and stuff out the way, so you're good for the 7-year famine. So the Pharaoh was so amazed that Joseph was able to tell him about his dream that he gave Joseph the second command of all of Egypt. Now, okay, guys, look, let me wrap this all around, right? So he was sold in slavery, right? Joseph was sold in slavery by his brothers, his own family. Then after that, he was working head of all of Potiphar's all the slaves, and then he got put in the jail. And then the Pharaoh discovered him, and then now made him the second in command in terms of all of Egypt. Now, I want you to think about your circumstances. Now, you may think there's no way out, right? You may feel like you've been put in a prison in terms of your own mind, put in a prison in terms of your area, your environment, your circumstances, and you're put down and you don't know how to deal with it or get out from that and become successful. But understand that the Lord is with you. The reason for this story is to show that the Lord is with you in all your bad circumstances. But you have to be willing to take all those circumstances head on, not to doubt. Okay, because what doubt does, it doesn't do nothing good for you, but only just puts your mental down into a state that you can't tackle those things ahead of you. Okay, so go to God. You know, in this story, man, is really quick, but at the same time, it's really powerful because he wasn't in a big circumstance to start with. Okay, but all these bad circumstances catapulted him all the way to the top, to basically right under the Pharaoh of all of Egypt. Okay, do y'all understand that? So starting today, or just starting, you know what I'm saying, just ASAP, take your circumstances not just to, dang, well, like there's no use for my life anymore, I'm done. Don't think of it like that. Think of it like, how is God using me right now to catapult me into my future, okay? Because what God is probably destroying in your life right now is probably going to be the best for you in terms of you handling your business. What if his brothers did not sell him to slavery? He would not been under the Pharaoh. He probably would have been at home, kept getting hated on, okay? So when bad things happen to you, don't say, why me? You know, just think about all of those times in the future that you can't see right now. Think about what it's going to do and how it's going to improve your life and all, okay? So never say, why me? Say, why not me? Okay? My name is Duane Goodman. Allow your circumstances to not defeat you.